Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Saying. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Unloads it left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking left. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He's got his man. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Saying back to the air. Get it out on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Throwing, Saying. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give out of the gun. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeye! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing Mack. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Got his man on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mack. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Again, it's Mack. Right on target this time.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Mack unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. He had his man open that time, but just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
And it's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you could tell, just need to put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 2nd and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Dropping back, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Austin Mack fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Again, it's Mack. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive. Now from inside the red zone. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Throwing Mack. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
They've been aggressive on 4th down. They've already converted twice, and they'll try it again. Again, it's Mack. He wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Jackson. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Lays out and makes a sweet grab along the left sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play.
There's some room, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Mack. Firing to the right, complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down.
That's a great sign for this offense, man.
Turning it on! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mack. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Austin Mack throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
They'll go play action with Mack. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Again, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Say it. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Throwing, Mack. Makes the pass. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Hill. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Finds his man. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt.